Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Podcast. This is Chenji, the gentleman to the right or left. You can see Theo.
Dude,
Welcome
you need to bring more energy than that.
Episode 50.
You need to bring more energy. You need more energy. Come on.
Okay,
Chenji.
fine. Okay, we do it again. Again.
Let's go.
Do it again.
Go.
Let's go. Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Podcast. This is Chenji, and the gentleman to my left or right is Theo. This is episode 50. And I promised I was going to do the intro for episode 50. And it didn't sound great.
I will give you a 6 out of 4 and 5.2 out of 10. That's what you're going to get, Chenji.
What's a 5.2 out of 10?
It's
Come on,
you started
give me
off
a
well.
5 or a 5.5?
No, you started off well, and then you kind of dipped, and you went like that, like a little bit down. Not flat. You just went it flatted out. I need energy. You know, it's a very. This week is going to be an absolute incredible podcast.
Saying which, you can't complain because I hate you for two reasons.
Okay, reason one.
Both reasons we're going to talk about.
First of all, I'm glad it's only two reasons. The reasons that you hate me, and there's not more. That's good. So please,
I love if all the other reasons, but those two.
Okay, what are the two reasons?
Number one, we recorded a podcast last week. This time,
yes, we did.
We did try something new. Fair enough, which we're using right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the audio wasn't great from your end. I seriously thought I cocked up.
Well, by the sounds of it, you might have done.
Whoa!
Because,
are you blaming it on me?
Well, no, I'm not, but I am. I'll explain, right?
Blame it on the Chinese, as always.
Last week, we recorded a podcast. Obviously, we would try to get back to normal. We are using a different program to record the podcast. Listening wise, audio wise, it should be exactly the same as it always was. Video wise, we're doing something different. Again, it won't look any different on YouTube, but for us, because we're in like different locations, this is saving me like 4 hours. Because normally Chenji records himself, then uploads it on a Google Drive, then I have to download it. It's just a whole mess, right? But this way that we're doing it now, I should have the file of Chenji's video as soon as we finish, so that this saves me loads of time on editing and waiting around for no reason. Last week, everything was great, but my audio, it wasn't recording on this bloody microphone. It was recording the audio from the webcam, and it sounded so bad. The reason why I'm blaming you, the reason why I didn't think there was a problem is because last week I could hear myself through the microphone, but it wasn't recording the microphone, right? I'm giving you 30% of the blame because you could hear me through your headphones, but you couldn't hear me through the microphone. You could hear me all grainy and rubbish through the webcam microphone. So what you should have done is say, Theo, something's not right. You don't sound as crystal clear as you always do, and you didn't do that.
Sexy as you always do. But to be fair, I thought it was just the internet. But anyway, we live and learn.
We do live and learn.
I take the blame.
No. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault because I should have been recording like a secondary record.
But anyway, the point being, last episode was supposed to be the best ever episode. We talked like the best ever stuff, but unfortunately... Yeah.
To be fair, I'm going to be honest with you. Last week's episode wasn't that great. As in, the one that we didn't put out anyway wasn't that great. It was a little bit, I don't know. Like, obviously, we talked about the Ryder Cup. I'm not going to do that now because last week, only the USA Ryder Cup team was announced. Now, as of today, Monday, the 4th of September, the Europe team has also been announced. So we can actually talk about both teams today. And I feel like there's also another thing that we can talk about today. Finally.
Oh my God. Which is the second reason I hate you.
Okay, let's do the second reason first, and then we can talk about Ryder Cup. What do you think?
For those of you who don't follow our Instagram or TikTok channels, and for those of you who don't follow, for some reason, Rick Shields' golf YouTube channel, I feel like there's actually very few people who follow us, who don't follow Rick Shields. I feel like everybody who would follow us probably follows Rick Shields.
I agree.
Who's the most famous golf influencer, I would say.
Biggest YouTube golf influencer. He was like, mate, there's no point even explaining who Rick Shields is. You know who he is.
We don't need to explain Rick Shields. You know who he is.
Yes.
Right? 2.2 million followers on
2.6.
Yeah, anyway, this guy, 15th of August was it, yeah?
Yes.
Which is now just over 2 weeks ago now, yeah?
I don't know.
And we've spoken how many times since then? Yeah.
Plenty. Enough.
In fact, we played golf. We saw each other literally 7 days before you got on a match with Rick Shields, the one and only Rick Shields. And you did not tell me that. And guess what? He blatantly lied to me. Right? So on the 8th of August, we played at Woburn. Right? We played, had a really nice day planned out, Woburn. And in the middle of, I think it was hole 7, actually, on the Marquez course. Very picturesque. I think it's one of the signature sort of dual fairway.
That doesn't matter to you right now.
He asked me, right, can you take a video of me just shooting this shot? Because I want to upload it to Rick Shields. I think he's running some challenge, upload, pick me, right? So, I film him.
You've gone too far too quick. I think we need to back it up a little bit.
Okay.
So, basically, I was one of 4 lucky volunteers to play in Rick Shields' new video that is out now. Please go watch if you haven't already. Whoever makes a birdie wins £10,000. And I was one of the 4 that was selected for this video. How was I selected? Would you like to know, Chenji? Was that one of your questions?
I'm just so full of hatred right now.
Yeah,
I can't even.
You know what? I understand. There was a lot of people around my circle that were not happy for the fact that I haven't said anything, and I'm glad I haven't said anything to anybody. For lots of reasons, but mainly I just wanted to surprise everybody, man. I love surprising people. I wish I could see your face. Well, I did see your face when I told you.
Well, you literally did see my face.
I did see your face, but I recorded the screen when I told you. But for privacy purposes,
You're
Apple
joking.
doesn't allow audio to get recorded when you record the screen. So I can see your reaction, but I can't hear nothing, which is a shame. But basically, Rick Shields on the podcast Facebook page, they put a post up saying, we're looking for 4 volunteers that have a handicap between 12 and 15 for a new upcoming video. Please email this email address. So I just so happened to see it straight away. I don't think that makes a difference, the fact that I've seen it straight away or later on, because everybody got a fair chance, shall we say. I think around 800 people, I could be wrong, but it's upwards of 800 people applied for this. And I sent an email off and I said, hi, my name is Theo. I'm a 14.2 handicap. I'm a 32 years old. I'm a massive fan of Rick Shields, blah, 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 blah. I would love to be a part of whatever video you have going on in the future. A few days go by. Keep in mind, I haven't told, at this point, nobody knows about any of this. A few days go by, I get a reply, and it said, hey, Theo, this is from Sam, which he works for Rick Shields. He's the main camera guy, coordinator, director, whatever you want to call him. He's a great, great lad. So he said, hey, Theo, thank you for your email. Can you please email us over a 30-second clip of you in front of the camera so we can see how you are on camera? Obviously, they were looking for people that are not camera shy. They were looking for people that... they're quite entertaining. They're not scared to talk. They're not, they're not shy. They don't want anybody quiet on the channel, obviously, right? So I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. And this was on the Monday. And I'm thinking, amazing. On Tuesday, I'm seeing Chenji when we play golf at Woburn. I'm going to ask him to record a video. So on Tuesday rolls around, and I'm a bit nervous to tell him because I don't want to be oh, I'm going to be in a Rick Shields video, and then obviously nothing comes out of it. Yeah. So like you said, we're on the 7th hole, and I'm like, Chenji, I've applied for Rick Shields is looking for 4 volunteers, and I've applied, and they actually got back to me, and they want to see a 30-second clip of me. And he was like, oh my God, dude, that would be amazing. That'd be great for you. That'd be amazing for the podcast, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's going to be great. Can you please record me? Because of course I record you. So he records me I record a little funny video while we're playing golf. Basically, I didn't do much. I just showed that I'm comfortable on camera, and I said, hi, my name is Theo, 32 years old. We're here at Woburn, and I thought, I don't know, I'll just show you me hitting a shot, whatever. It was a 1-minute video. Chenji records it. At Tuesday night, I send it through to Sam. I get a reply, and they said, Sam said, thank you for the video. We will let you know by Friday if you have been successful. If you don't hear from us, sorry, but you're not selected. I'm like, okay, cool. Friday rolls around. And I'm like, I'm on my phone, I'm refreshing. No email from Sam. I'm like, oh man. Anyway, Friday finishes, go to bed, wake up at Saturday, refreshing, nothing. I go and I play golf. While I'm playing golf, I'm refreshing, nothing. And at this point, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it is what it is. I've not been selected. It's fine. It's no problem. Next time, I finish my round of golf. I get in the car. As I'm about to leave, I've not left the golf course yet. I see a message request on Instagram, and it read, "Hey Theo, hope you're well. This is Sam from Rick Shields Golf Media, whatever. Can you please call me on this number?" And I'm like, oh my God. So I call the number, and then he's like, "Hey Theo, we just want to let you know that you have been selected as one of the 4 to feature in Rick Shields' new upcoming video." That gap of silence was my response. I was like, "There's no way." They're like, "No, dude. Like, come on." He was like, "No, I'm being serious." I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it." We talked for like 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
No
Not
way.
me. Yeah, not me. Like, thank you for 15 minutes. I was like, we were talking about golf. We were talking about Rick Shields. We were talking we were just having like a normal conversation as 2 human beings. It was amazing. And I was like, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate it." This was Saturday that I got the phone call. The following Tuesday was the shoot. Dude, the best bit is, or the worst bit is, the shoot was supposed to be at JCB because they were doing work. They were supposed to be doing work on the course at Mario Worsley Park. So that's where the original video idea was supposed to be at. It was supposed to be at Mario Worsley Park. But he said to me that on Monday, they were going to aerate the greens on a few holes, so we might not record the video there. And if that happens, we're going to record the video at JCB. And I'm like, oh my God, please, God,
my gosh, please.
let it be at JCB. So Monday night, imagine if this
your
video
first
took
time
place.
ever playing
JCB,
at JCB is
a
with
video.
the one and only.
It's mad, isn't it? Anyway,
my God.
obviously imagine, because that didn't happen. So Monday night, I get a call from Sam. He's like, "Hey, just so you know, they've aerated 9 of the holes, so we can use the other 9 of the holes." Sorry. They're aerated 9 of the holes, and we should be okay for the video tomorrow at Marriott Worsley Park. And I'm like, cool, no problem. You know, I'm already grateful. You know, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna like, no, I wish it was a Jason. Like, no, I don't care. It could have been at the worst rated golf course in England. I was still gonna be there with the biggest smile on my face.
That would have been a video, to be fair.
To be fair, yeah, that might be the next one. Who knows?
Actually. Ooh.
Right. So Tuesday rolls around. Oh, sorry. Before Tuesday, I obviously get off the phone on Saturday, and I put the phone down, and I'm driving home, and I'm like screaming on top of my lungs, like, yes, I can't believe I got you. I was like, yes, dude. I don't know if I've told you this. I started crying in the car going home.
And then you lied to me, and then you're saying, "Oh yeah, I didn't get selected."
Yes. I go home, and I'm like, I have to tell somebody. I can't tell Chenji. I can't tell anybody. Obviously, I have to tell my wife. So I'm like, you know, Rick Shields. She's like, who? I'm like, you know, that guy with the beard that I always watch when he plays golf. Goes, oh yeah, the guy with the beard that you always watch. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I've been selected. Blah, blah, blah. And I start crying my eyes out, dude. I couldn't. She understood it was tears of joy. And then she saw me crying. She started crying. She has no idea why she's crying. She has no idea why I am crying. And we're both crying. And I'm like, I'm trying to get my words out. I explain, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Well done. You know, I always knew something would come out of this podcast. That's what she was saying. And I was like, yeah, me. I was like, no, I was like, yeah, me too. But in reality, I was like, you never know. Like, nothing could come out of this. Anyway, saying that, the reason why I got selected wasn't because of the podcast. It had nothing to do with they didn't even know that the podcast existed. Anyway, so obviously happy. I leave there. I get home, and I'm like, straight away, I messaged Chenji and I said, hey, dude, bad news. I just got an email back from Rick Shields' team, and I have not been selected for the video. And Chenji's like, oh, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm gutted for you. It's their loss. You would have been great on that video. You know, don't worry. Next time, you'll smash it. And I'm gutted. You know, the video would have been so much better with you in it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I was laughing to myself, obviously.
You fuck. What?
Yeah, so that was it, basically. So the number one person that I wanted to tell was Stel, obviously, because Stel is the reason why I play golf. He's the reason why I watch Rick. You know, he's a reason for plenty of good things in my life, right? But I can't tell him. I see him
Why?
the next day.
Why
Because
did you not
I
tell
want
him?
to leave it as a surprise. I want him to go on Instagram, and you and everybody that I know to go on Instagram, and for them to for you to put like the Rick Shields video on. Like, oh, there's a cool, it's a video of Friday. Rick Shields video comes on, and then you go to watch it, and who's on your screen is only Theo. That's what I wanted that. I had the image in my head of you going, what's Theo doing in a Rick Shields video? And then you pausing it and calling me and, swearing at me like, what is going on? What the beep, 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 that's what I wanted. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So anyway, Tuesday rolls around. Obviously, nobody knows apart from my wife. They told us to get there for 10:30. I was there for 10. I go in the clubhouse. I meet the other three people, that were in the video: James, Josh, and Neil. Shout out to all three of you. And then Sam comes along, the guy that I spoke to on the phone. He was like, "Get whatever food you want, get whatever drinks you want. It's all on a tab. Rick is going to sort it out at the end." Dude, we were all so nervous. The last thing we wanted was food and drink. Like, we just wanted water. And we just wanted the day to be over to so the nerves can calm down. Yeah.
I would have had a bottle of champagne.
That's you. I expect nothing less from you. we
At like
we
10
did
a.m.
we did want like a shot of whiskey or tequila just to kind of calm us down a bit, but we ended up not doing that. Anyway, so then Rick comes along, Guy comes along. There's like a crew of like 10, 11 people come along.
Does Guy still remember you because you talked to him?
No.
In JCB.
No. Yeah, no.
No way.
Oh, sorry. So at the end of the day, I spoke to Guy quite we had like a really good conversation. And I said, "Oh, Guy, I actually met you before." And he was like, "When?" I said, "JCB." And I explained to him, "Oh, I'm the guy, blah, blah." And he was like, yeah, I do remember. And he did remember. But while the video was going on, he didn't have a clue who I was. Is afterwards when I explained we met last year at JCB, and I explained what happened. He was like, "Oh, yeah, of course, I remember."
Okay,
anyway,
just to clarify, it's zero nepotism involved.
No, zero. Right. Anyway, so we meet. I meet Guy, I meet Rick. Rick sits with us. We meet the whole crew. All the crew comes on and they're like shaking hands, like, "Hi, my name is Matt. My name is Bob. My name is James. My name is this." And they're all introducing themselves. We kind of sit down for about 2-3 hours. We're just kind of getting to know each other because obviously you want a bit of chemistry on the video. You don't want to be complete strangers. So we spoke for, I don't know, like 2-3 hours, and we were trying to get information out of Rick. Like, "Come on, like, what we doing today?" He goes, I'm not going to tell you. The first time you're going to find out is when we're recording on camera. And then he was like, "What I will tell you though," Rick said, "is I have never woken up more nervous for a video than what I have today. And I'm not even playing." And I'm like, we were like, "What?" Like
Bearing in mind,
nervous?
he plays with like European tour professionals, PGA tour professionals,
Yeah.
ladies professionals.
Yeah, he played with the biggest of the biggest in the golf world. And he was like, "I've never been more nervous than today for a shoot." And he was like, "I'm not even taking part in this video. I'm just hosting." And I was like, "Why are you so nervous?" So at this point, obviously, we're going around the table and we're like, "Oh," so we had like an idea of what the video could be, obviously. Like, "Oh, it could be a match play, like mid handicap match play. Or it could be us four versus Rick. Or it could be, it could be a bunch of different things. But never in the million years would we have even guessed that we could be playing for money or for a prize or for anything like this, right? Just being in a Rick Shields YouTube video was good enough for us. We didn't even need the 10 grand for this to kind of go ahead. Anyway, so time comes on. We get on the first tee before even practicing or nothing. We do the intro, and then Rick says, "Today's video, whoever makes a birdie first wins £10,000. At this point, we were like speechless, like, what? That is not what. Up to the point where he said, "Whoever makes a birdie first," we still didn't imagine that the rest of that sentence would have been wins £10,000. We just had no idea. Before we started recording, he was like, obviously don't get camera shy, don't freeze, don't, Dude, he told us win £10,000 and we all just kind of froze and we were like trying to find words to say. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, and he goes, "Here are your golf balls, go to the driving range, practice." And we're like, Jesus, mate. So we get to the golf course, we're practicing, And then I record a video with, he says to me, Rex says to everybody, if you want to call somebody and tell them what we're doing today and we can get the reaction, we might put it in the video. So I'm like, oh, wicked, I'm going to tell Stel. So I call Stel and I tell him the surprise. But at the end, because Stel was driving, but he stopped. At one point he stopped. Because he was driving, they said at the end, I told him what was going to happen. Obviously, he couldn't believe that I was with Rick Shields, let alone being in a video, let alone playing for 10 grand. He goes to me, I don't think we're going to use that video, that bit, because Stel was in the car and we don't want people to think that he was driving. And obviously because it's illegal to talk and drive. And I'm like, cool, I completely understand. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that's a shame because I've ruined the surprise for Stel. Now Stel knows exactly what I'm doing today. And I kind of ruined this, and he's not even going to be in the video. Anyway, so we start playing. Obviously, in total, I don't want to get too deep into it because actually, there's a reaction video of me watching back the video and reacting to the video and telling you all behind the scenes what's happening and all that stuff. Right now, live on our YouTube. So go at Rice and Slice on the YouTube, and you can watch a reaction of me in that video. It's actually a pretty decent video, to be fair. So I don't want to get too deep into it. But yeah, in total, we played about 10, 11 holes. The video was only 7 holes long. Out of those 10, 11 holes, I had a chance on 10 holes. Like I had only on one hole, I went out of bounds. Every other hole, I had a legit birdie chance. Obviously, you know, Chenji, like this is not normal for me. I played incredible.
Apparently it is. Apparently it is now.
Only in that video, mate. Ever since that video. Oh, where's your calculator? Can you do 7 times 18?
126.
Okay. So the video was first person to make a birdie wins £10,000. We are mid-handicappers. You know as well as I do, Chenji, and any mid to high handicappers out there, we don't get birdies. We don't play for birdies. We play bogey golf with a couple of pars thrown in there. That's our handicap. We don't get birdies. I have, since that video of me getting a birdie, I have played 126 holes before I've made a birdie. I've played 7 rounds since then, and only yesterday I made 1 birdie.
That's crazy.
And that was on a par 3. It wasn't
so
even like
interesting, dude.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't think, because the crew and Rick and Guy and everybody around Rick, they're all like low handicappers. So they're almost used to getting, like, they're guaranteed to get a birdie or 2 in their round anyway. And I think they had the wrong idea, that they had the idea that it would be a lot easier for us mid-handicappers to get a birdie. So I think they thought that the video would only be like, would only go for like 6 holes, and then they'll pick like, let's say 3 out those, or 4 out of those 6 holes. But we were playing and we're playing and we're playing. I remember earlier I said they aerated the greens, or irrigated the greens.
Yeah.
So we played, so they only irrigated 9 of the 18 holes. And we played the good 9 holes with the good greens. And no, like we still didn't get a birdie. So every hole, they were like, the crew and Rick were having like a little meeting, like, what shall we do? What shall we do? And at one point I'm thinking, please don't scrap the video. Please don't scrap the video. Because all I wanted, like, my idea was, I was never going to win the 10 grand. That was genuinely, like, you know what I'm like. I'm like, my putting is terrible. There's no way I'm ever going to win this 10 grand.
Well,
so
spoiler alert, obviously, Theo won the 10 grand.
I won the 10 grand, obviously. I've got the check right in front of me. Look, this is the check. Can you see it?
Oh my God. That's incredible.
Yeah, I asked to keep the check and they were like, yeah, of course you can. So yeah, obviously I won the 10 grand, right? But in my mind, there's no way I'm going to win this 10 grand. So I'm going to make the most of the day. I'm going to try my best to hit half decent shots. So I don't embarrass myself. And I'm going to try to be as entertaining as possible without trying too hard. So at least I come across as the nice guy that I am on camera.
Which you did.
Which I did. What do you call it? And I wanted to come across as like just a genuine guy that just loves the game of golf. So, but then it turned out that I actually played decent golf. And
like,
I was
incredible.
Like and I was like the main character of the actual video. And I was like, this is incredible. And even if I lost, yes, I would have been gutted that I lost 10 grand, obviously. But I still would have been like, if any of the lads made a putt, which they had a chance to, I still would have been like the main character of that video because I had so many chances leading up to whoever won.
You were on every single hole.
I was.
You were featured on every single hole.
I was.
Because, you know, every one of the other ones, I mean, you guys go out and watch the YouTube video, but everyone else had like a blob basically. But
Yes.
every hole that was made into the video, you were there and you made the green in 2.
That's very true. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Believe me, you've played golf with me. This is.
I'm actually scared.
No, don't be scared, dude, because it's not like ever since that day, golf has gone way downhill. Way downhill.
Like, no, in that video, you played like at least a 5 handicap.
Yeah, so obviously I'm not. Well, okay. So driving, if you just saw my highlights from driving, chipping, my iron shots, approach shots, whatever, you'd be like, yeah, he's like a 5 handicap without seeing my putting. But the second you see my putting, you're like, okay, I get why you're a 14 handicap. Dude, you know how bad my putting is. The best bit about this is the fact that the putting was exactly how I expected it to go.
No, but actually, I disagree because I actually think the only reason you didn't putt so well is because you were under so much pressure.
Yes, as well. So
because you are normally really good at putting.
No, I'm not. I'm not really good. Stop lying, Chenji. Stop lying.
No.
I'm
you're
not
good at reading
really good
the
at
greens.
putting.
No, 2 putts though. You are
2 putts.
good at 2 putts.
Yes, but if you think about it, if we take 2 putts into consideration, I parred every single hole.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But that didn't happen because we were looking for a birdie. We weren't looking for par. So
you made the green in 1
until I drove the green on the 7th hole, and I 2-putted.
Imagine, seriously, as a mid handicap, guys, this is just crazy, right? As a mid handicap, you win a birdie challenge with a 2-putt.
Yeah, he's mad.
That's mad.
It's great. I'm glad it worked out, man. Obviously, I'm glad. But yeah, overall, it was a great day. After the shoot, we went back to the bar. We had some food. We had some drinks. I was like, guys, have whatever you want. Do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great day. The crew was amazing, dude. The production value that goes into videos like this, it was just incredible. But I have to say, we had way more cameras than a normal Rick Shields video because they had to get reactions from 4 different players, plus Rick, plus a drone, plus a bunch of, a guy on the green, a guy do it. So there was a bunch of cameras going around. I was very surprised how relaxed I was.
Like,
well,
again,
sorry. No, I wasn't.
I'm not going to lie. That was such a good video.
It was such a great
by
video.
By all accounts, even if you didn't win, I don't know, people played badly, it was just genuinely a great video.
It was a good video. It was a great video.
Like these Mr. Beast videos that you always get hooked on.
That's what you wanted to be.
Exactly the same effect.
That's what he wanted. He wanted to make a fast-paced, 15-minute video, to attract non-golfers to golf, basically. Yeah. Whether it has done that or not, I don't know. I hope it has. But I feel like the video should have got more views than what it has. Currently, it's on 234,000 views. Yes. I feel like they expected at least 1 million views within like 3-4 days.
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched like 10% of those views.
Yeah, same, to be fair. So, but
like, so if you and me and Stel taking up 30% of the views.
Yeah. So I hope they're happy with everything. But I have a feeling that they were like expecting more views. But that's just the way it goes, man. I don't think they could have done a better job. Obviously,
but you have to look at the comment section though.
Oh my God,
it's just amazing comments,
dude. The comments,
like people literally saying, seriously, like,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Best video.
I thought that the comments were gonna be like so hateful towards me for not knowing how to putt. And I've got the comments in front of me now, right?
There were a few.
But very, very few. Like, you have to proper find them, right? There was the top liked pictures, the top liked comments, right? The fact that he said sorry to the others after winning shows he's a good guy and a well-deserved winner.
Just
Keep
amazing.
in mind, when I read these comments, it was before I watched the video. Because what I wanted to watch the video with Stel for the first time. So after I finished work on that Friday when the video came out, I drove an hour to Leicester to watch the video with Stel. So I was reading the comments, but I didn't see the video. And in my mind, because I blacked out on the last hole, I don't remember saying sorry to the guys. Obviously, it sounds like me, but I don't remember saying sorry. I don't remember hugging Rick. I don't remember half the stuff that I did on the last hole. I don't remember putting the
I
last
can't
putt.
believe you blacked out.
I completely blacked out, dude. I was standing like on every putt. I was standing
Tell
behind.
us, actually, walk us through. How were you feeling, or do you even remember making that putt for birdie?
I was relieved that the video was over because we played 11 holes. I saw that the crew and Rick and everybody, and including us. No, not including us. They expected us to make a birdie a lot quicker than what we did, in a lot less holes. So and then each hole, and hole by hole, the more we were playing, we felt even more pressure to make a birdie. So whether I won or any other person won, I feel like even if you ask the other three lads, they probably would have said, "We're glad it was over," because the pressure was just building up. And the last thing you want is more pressure. You know, at the beginning, I was checking my heart rate on the first hole. Dude, it was at a steady 156 beats per minute.
Easy.
I could literally hear my heartbeat beating, especially on the green when everything was calm. I hit my 7-iron at one point. I think I hit my 7-iron like 185 yards or something silly because the adrenaline was just going through me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a nice, easy swing. At one point, there was one par 3 that it didn't make the video. It was a great shot, and even Rick was like, "Oh my, like great connection, mate, great shot." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that, mate. I'm good now. Like I'll go home now. I'm happy." But it was I played great. I'm glad I made contact with the ball. I'm glad I didn't slice anything. My driving, my approach shots, my irons, everything was good. The comments were actually really nice. Yeah, the comments. There's a couple of comments. In fairness, he deserved it with so many chances. Great video.
He had to change. Did you know he had to change the comment? Because somebody commented, he actually said, "I'm glad Theo won." Right. But then someone said, "Oh, you just spoiled it for me 20 minutes after watching it."
Well, this is why I don't read the comments until after I watch a normal video. I don't want to get spoiled. Actually, it's funny, right? I wrote a comment, and I said, "Thanks for the opportunity, Rick and team. The whole day was amazing. Everyone was amazing, and the other lads definitely got my heart pumping. Incredible video, and I hope to be invited back someday. Thank you." Right, but that's an edited version, because on the one before, or like on the original post, I put, "I actually can't believe that I won the £10,000." And there was a comment. Where is it? This was the pinned comment. Spoiler alert. So I basically, because I said I can't believe I won the 10 grand, and it was like the top comment in the comment section. They said, spoiler alert, whatever, because it's the first comment you see when you go on the video.
Yeah.
So I edited it and I took out the part that I won, so I don't kind of ruin it for everybody because it's the first one.
Nice.
This was a really fun video, and I hope to see more like it with mid-high handicappers. I am loving the idea for a video. What a great group of guys. My heart was thumping for all of them. What an experience. Where is it? All great lads, and Theo was the deserved winner. Thanks again, Rick. I'll dine out on this one for a while. Would have been longer if I'd won 10 grand. Can't wait to... It was just all the great videos. Some were like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe you're selling out and doing a Mr. Beast video." Like, come on, man. This is exactly what we need. This is what we want to see. It's an amazing video to attract even more eyeballs to golf. This is great. And I was... To be the part of this video, man, it's just incredible. I was so happy. Obviously, I came home after winning. And I had to, obviously, I didn't know what the video was going to be about before going. So I came home. I had this massive check hidden away. And I had to explain to Christiana and my mum and my dad what a birdie was. And I was like, okay, so when we play golf, there's a par. Let's say that's a par 4. If you make into 4 shots. And I was like, and even they didn't understand it until they saw the big check that said £10,000. And they were like, "Oh my God." Christiana, she was like nodding her head like, I knew you were going to win. Like, I just had a feeling. Like, she was so supportive, bless her. But yeah, man, overall, it was amazing. Great video. Great day out. Want to tell the grandkids. The amount of messages, text, phone calls I got from, that saying, "Wow, amazing video."
I'm surprised you're still talking to me. I thought you would have been, different world now.
Come on, mate. You know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Couldn't happen to a better guy. Seriously, no.
Thanks, man.
Dude,
I really appreciate it.
I'm so happy for you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you at all.
I know you don't, mate.
Amazing.
Of course you don't. I know you don't hate me.
I watched that video seriously like 50 times.
I know. I really appreciate that, mate. But yeah, it was a great experience. Go on.
What are you gonna do with that 10,000?
Do you want the boring answer, or do you want like a decent answer? I don't know. What do you want? Do you want the truth?
It's a showbiz, man. It's a showbiz. We run a podcast.
I'm gonna spend £10,000 at the Ryder Cup 2023 when we go next month.
Stop saying that. That's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. So that's not the truth. The truth is, I'm actually I'm taking the wife on holiday. We actually go on this Sunday. Come in. We're going on holiday to Spain. It might have a golf course. It might have a Jack Nicklaus golf course on the estate that we're going. It's a really nice golf course. Really nice hotel that we're going. We're spending like 4 or 5 days in Spain. And I'm the rest of the money, mate, is getting saved. Is going towards our first house, which is it's incredible to kind of say the fact that I won 10 grand from a Rick Shields video, and that's going towards my first house. Dude,
once you buy that house, like, that's emotional.
Do you know what's going to happen? When I buy that house, I'm gonna frame this 10 grand Rick Shields check, and I'm gonna put it like, so when you walk in my door, the first thing you see is gonna be this check. Like, so this was the deposit, or this was part of the deposit for the house. So, and it's tax-free money, mate. Welcome to UK. One of the best things about the UK.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Why is it tax-free? Because it's like gambling or something.
Yeah, because it's money won. It's money won. Like, if you win money gambling, it's not gamble, but you know what I mean. It's not taxable, no.
I know, right?
Yeah, so great news. Like, I had some cousins from America, and they seen the video, and they were like, "Oh my god, I hope you didn't get ripped off too much by the tax man." Obviously, because in America they probably take like 60% of your winnings, and I'm like, actually no, in the UK the law's a bit different. So as far as I know, I don't need to pay any tax on it. If I do have to pay, obviously I will, because I've got no choice. But you know, it is what it is. Still, if
there's any tax advisors listening to this,
apart from you, you know all the laws. But yeah, great, amazing.
Dude.
Right,
So
to be honest, I'm glad it's all over. I'm glad the video's out. By the way, the video, I didn't expect it to come out for another 2-3 weeks. And if I knew it came out on Friday last week, I would have told you about it last episode.
Dude, last Friday, I was in the office. You called me. Like, I think I was in a meeting, and then I had to hang up twice. And then I called you back, and you were just like, gave me the truth. I was shaking.
Yeah, I know that you... I know that obviously when you're at work and you've got loads of meetings and you can't answer the phone call. But I couldn't let you find out by yourself when you logged into Instagram, or when you went on your Instagram. I had to see your face. That's why I was so persistent on calling you. And I'm glad you called me back straight away. You were like, "Dude, what's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, here's the news, by the way." You know.
And I had to come all the way to you on the weekend.
You did.
Just to see if this is real.
Yeah, and it was, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
But yeah,
right.
I'm, honestly,
after today, we're not talking about this anymore.
No, dude, I'm so glad, because the amount of times what I've just told you on the podcast, I've told Chenji behind the scenes twice. I've told hundreds of different people that messages like, "Oh, how did you get on? How were you picked? How was Rick? How was this? How was that? What are you going to do with the money?" And I'm like, I've said the same story hundreds of times, and I'm like, I'm done with it now. I'm very grateful, and I'm very, very happy. But at the same time, it's like Rick Shields getting asked, how was Augusta? Because he's played Augusta. Like, oh, how was it? It's like, I'm guessing he's just sick and tired of talking about it now. It's like, okay, how many times are you going to say, "Oh my God, it was incredible. Best experience of my life." So I'm very grateful. Thank you to Rick. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Neil, James, and Josh. The other bit, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
Rick Shields is doing a live podcast for his 400th episode special. They're doing a live podcast at Mario Worsley Park, and they've sold tickets to 400 or 500 people, and they've asked me to go on as one of a VIP guest. Because obviously I won the challenge. Whether or not I'm going to go on stage and be like, "Oh, here's Theo, the guy that won 10 grand," I don't know. But they kind of did mention something like that. So I'm hoping they kind of follow up with it. And they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, on the Friday the 13th of October, come down, we'll get you on stage, blah, blah, blah. We can have a few drinks." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, no problem." So I'm hoping that happens. But we'll see. That'll be pretty cool experience as well. So
yeah,
we'll see. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm still fully expecting you to spend £10,000 at the Ryder Cup.
That's not gonna happen. Dude. I promise you now.
I mean, Actually, good segue, isn't it?
Yes,
We're going
it
to the
is.
Ryder Cup.
Right, I'm done with Rick. No, you know what I mean. I'm done with talking about this now. We're finished. Let's move on. Ryder Cup 2023. The tickets are booked. The tickets are also assigned to the Ryder Cup tickets are assigned to our names. The flights are booked. The hotels are booked. We're all checked in. We are ready to go, and we have
rock and roll.
We have so many things planned. I can't wait. We're going to do some videos, some funny little videos for the social media that we've already discussed behind the scenes with Chenji. There's 6 of us going. We're going to have a lot of food, a lot of pizza, a lot of spaghetti, a lot of gelato. We're going to watch a lot of golf. We're going to have a lot of drinks. We're going to have the best 4 days. Best 4 days. And I can't wait. I can't wait to spend it with you, Chenji. I can't wait. Dude, the number one thing on my list... The best thing is, I'm going like left and right. There's like a branch of things I want to talk about. The best thing and the one thing that I keep telling everybody is I can't wait. Like I was saying before, the best bit about going to Italy is the fact that I'm going with Chenji, and I know what Chenji's like on holiday. To the fact that he finds like the nicest places, like the hidden spots. He's very well organized when he's on holiday. It's before the going on holidays. Everything is last minute. That's the issue. But when we're on. And it's great. And
I'm still very unpredictable. You never know what we're gonna get into.
That's fine. I'm on holiday. Like I'm more relaxed because I'm just gonna leave everything to you. You can find the food places, the drink spots. You can do whatever. The only thing I want to do, Chenji, the only request I have
is go to the driving range.
No. I want to rent Vespers and like go around Rome. That's the only thing I want to do.
Yes, sir.
Because I seen you do that by yourself like a few months ago when you went to Italy, and you looked like the most fun ever. So all I want to do is on one of the days, if that's okay with you, I want to rent Vespers and like spend the day exploring Rome.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's all I want. I mean, the rest, pizza, spaghetti, gelato, desserts, that's all going to happen anyway.
Can you be more stereotypical about Italy?
When in Rome, mate. Literally when in Rome.
He had to say it.
But yeah, I'm excited. Speaking of the Ryder Cup and us going, today, as of the 4th of September, the Ryder Cup team has been announced. And I don't want to say anything too soon, but...
I think it's in the bag.
I think Europe's going to do it. Now, a few months ago, we spoke about this, Chenji, and we were like, Europe has no chance.
Actually, we did. It's like, I feel like 6 months ago, we had no chance.
I agree. First thing, shall we talk about the USA team?
Yes.
Okay. Sam Burns.
Good. Oh, actually, we should do a reaction video. Like, say all the names, and then we're like...
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Nay. Meh.
Okay. Patrick Cantlay.
Meh.
Wyndham Clark.
Meh.
Brian Harmon. Sam
yeah.
Burns.
Meh.
Xander Schauffele.
Yay.
Max Homa.
Yay.
Colin Morikawa.
May.
No, that's a yay. That's a yay.
That's a yay. Fine.
Brooks Koepka.
Yes, sir.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yes, sir.
I should be the announcer at the Ryder Cup, dude.
Yes, sir.
Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, meh. No.
Justin Thomas.
No comment.
Dude, half these people... Oh, where is it? Ricky Fowler. I don't know if I said him.
Man.
No. Okay, listen. The people... This is my personal opinion. Please don't hate me for this. Please don't do like you did with the last video. Please. My picks would be Patrick Cantlay, Ricky Fowler, Brooks Koepka, Max Homa, Colin Morikawa, Xander, Scotty Scheffler, Jordan Spieth, maybe. I love Justin Thomas. I love his camaraderie. I love how he gets on. He's like best friends with Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. I love that has experience. I love that he's the banter kind of guy. he deserves to be at the Ryder Cup as Justin Thomas. I don't think he deserves, the way he's been playing this year, I don't think he deserves to be on that team. How the hell Tony Finau, for example, has missed out on this Ryder Cup, I don't know.
Sahith Theegala.
Sahith Theegala would have
Cameron Young.
smashed it. Cameron Young. How
On fire.
How do you pick Jordan Spieth, but you don't pick Bryson? You've already done the live with Brooks, and I get it. Obviously, he won. What did he win? The Masters. Was it the Masters?
No, the US Open.
The US Open, right? Was it the US Open?
No, PGA.
Yeah. So it's like, so I get it. He won a major, cool. But come on, Bryson is on form. You need somebody like Bryson to like bomb drives and get the crowd pumping. Brian Harman is a great golfer. He's not the golfer that you take to the Ryder Cup. He is not the kind of guy that's like going to be shotgunning beers, you know, with whoever and like getting the crowd like to cheer and shout and all that kind of stuff. That's my opinion. So after seeing that team, obviously we knew roughly who the Europe team was going to be. And we were like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we might actually have them. And then today, Today, the Europe team got announced.
Yeah, we should do the same reaction video.
1, 2, 3, 4, so 12. Okay. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Nikolai Højgaard.
Yes. Højgaard. Yes.
Okay. I think he'd be good. Nice young lad.
He'd be really good.
He'd be really good.
Dude, have you seen his swing? He hits it for ages.
Yeah. Sepp Straka. He's decent.
Consistent. Yeah, consistent. I was like, meh, but yeah.
Yeah. Ludwig Aberg.
Yes, sir. He's on fire.
Now get ready for the rest, guys. Sit down. Obviously, you know who's on, but come on. Shane Lowry.
Yes. Oh no, bad. No.
No, Shane
actually,
Lowry.
Okay.
Shane. Shane is the kind of guy that will be like doing shoeies with like Peronis. Come on,
He's
man.
not been doing amazing recently.
He deserves to be there.
I did see him win in Wentworth last year. This time, yeah. But I feel like somebody else should have deserved it a bit more. But hey, he's going to be good. He's competitive. He was great last year. 2 years ago, the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Justin Rose. I think he's good. I think he's got it. That's great experience. Great. I think he's got the experience. If he wasn't if Justin Rose was there, they should have picked maybe
Justin Thomas. I feel like them two getting picked is on the same, similar. Although Justin Rose definitely has so much more experience, and he was. I mean, both of them were world number ones, right?
Let me go.
Yeah.
Robert McIntyre, great golfer.
Yes.
European golfer, amazing, right? Matt Fitzpatrick, incredible.
Yes, sir.
Tyrrell Hatton, you want Tyrrell there.
You want there. He's going to be entertainment.
He's going to be such entertainment. Obviously, Victor Hovland, incredible. Nice, quiet kid, but he's absolutely on fire. Incredible baller. John Rahm, incredible. Amazing golfer. Tommy Fleetwood, my absolute favourite. Rory McIlroy, come on, man.
Dude, I think we got it, to be honest.
I genuinely think. And
like,
do you know
after last year's somewhat of a blowout loss to US, right? I think we really have it this time. It's home turf, right? Yeah. It's familiar grounds and supporting fans. And overall, I would say just a better team.
What makes me happy, and again, I could be proven wrong, is the fact that we have Sunday tickets. That we have on the Championship Day tickets. The thing with Ryder Cup is it could easily finish on the Saturday. And on the Sunday, yes, they'll be playing, but it won't be very competitive like they did 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but by what I remember from 2 years ago, USA needed like 1 or 2 points to win the whole day. To win
be
the
fair,
tournament.
I think Europe did as much as they could.
Yeah.
But it was always going to be a long shot.
Very, very long shot. So with this team, with these two teams, I feel like it's going to be very close, and we're going to see some action. So I don't know where we're going to be on the Sunday, like where we're going to be standing, but I don't know. Like we need to have a really good think, because it's a final day. Do we like go really early and get like 18th hole? What do you call it? It's like good 18th hole seats. Do we walk around? Do we just like risk it and just walk around and just do whatever and then hope for the best. Like, we need to, like, because you're not going to go to many Ryder Cups, dude. Like, you know, we're going to see one Ryder Cup, so we want to kind of, I don't know, like, what's the plan? What's the play? So we just, you know, we need to be there when the 18th kind of drops.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, I think I'm quite confident in Europe. What about you?
I am very confident. I really hope Europe takes it. It's a good opportunity.
It is. It is.
Have you seen the rough over there?
Yes. Have you seen
some of the videos?
I've seen.
Peter Finch.
Yes. Okay. Have you seen the 15th where he has like a blowout?
Yeah.
Dude. So whoever doesn't know, Peter Finch made a video playing at the Mark Simeone course, and he's on the 15th. He drives like a solid drive, but it goes too good, and it's like a dogleg right, and it goes straight, and it goes into like the rough, let's say. Dude, the rough was like corn. No, it's not corn. What is that? Is that like wheat?
It's like 5 meters high.
And he was literally chest high to his chest, the rough. He found his ball because the only reason he found his ball is because obviously they were recording, so he just could pinpoint where the ball was. It took him 8 goes to go 5 yards back into the. He finished with like a 15 on that hole, so it's no joke. But it's a great Ryder Cup venue. I think there's a lot of risk and rewards. There's a lot of like I don't know. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Like driver accuracy is going to be so important.
Yes, but I mean these people.
And we've got some good drivers.
Yes,
Rory McIlroy, #1
Victor
in
Hovland,
driving distance.
John Rahm. Tommy's good at driving. Who else? Matt's short game.
I think we got a really good matchup because we've got good length and accuracy in our team, right?
What I agree. What not annoys me, but what I would have loved to see is in the future, I hope to God, mergers happen with Liv and PGA, and I hope to God that Lee Westwood and like the Ian Porters of the world get a chance to be captains of a Ryder Cup team, because especially Ian Porter, obviously, like it goes without saying, nobody deserves to be a captain more than that guy.
Absolutely.
And I think it would be amazing to see him as a captain.
You know, Henrik Stenson had to give up his captaincy, right?
And I think that's silly.
And now that they are actually in talks of merging and all that stuff, right?
No, I think
he needn't have done that.
You know, okay, here's a question. You know, Henrik Stenson was the captain. Do you think that he would have picked Ian Porter to be in that team?
I don't think so.
See, since Ian Porter's gone to just before as well, like his golf hasn't been the best. He will be the first to admit it. He's a baller, absolutely incredible person. But he's created so many core memories for so many people in the Ryder Cups that it's almost hard to imagine a Ryder Cup team without Ian Porter, especially and Sergio Garcia.
He needs to be. I mean, both him and Sergio Garcia need to be captains of the Ryder Cup at one point.
I think it's going to happen just because of like that merger that's happening.
Yeah, you don't just think about the European Ryder Cup without thinking about Ian Poulter and his trousers. I
agree completely agree with you. But yeah, it's I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's what like 23 weeks, is it? 2.5-3 weeks until the Ryder Cup.
It's like literally 3 weeks away.
So we're going to be glued to the TV from the practice days all the way. So you're going on the Friday.
Yeah.
But you're going Friday evening, and then I'm coming Saturday early, like 6 a.m. flight. I'm coming there. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. So the plan is
for lunch.
Saturday we're gonna spend the day in Rome. Sunday golf. Monday spend the day in Rome, and then Tuesday we come back. I think that's the best.
Great day.
Can't wait. Right. Thank you guys for listening. That is the end of the podcast. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more podcasts. Stay tuned for more clips. We are going to be recording some bits over in. I think we're going to do a podcast actually in.
That'd be sick.
I think we can do a podcast on the Sunday night after the Ryder Cup. We'll do a podcast. We can all be a little bit drunk, a little bit wavy, and we can record a podcast. I think that'd be good.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Sounds good. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks very much for listening, guys. We will see you again next week. And Chenji, I love you. I will speak to you later.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.